Welcome. I'm David Sweet, founder and CEO of FocusCore, and I'm here on this glorious Friday morning with Andrew Hankinson, president of Zwilling, Japan. Hello, Andrew.
Hey, David, thank you very much for coming today. I am Andrew Hankinson. I am the president and managing director of Zwilling, J.A. Henkels, a famous German cutlery company, cookware company since 1731.
One of the things is personally why I love selling Zwilling to candidates is your leadership
Okay,
style
yeah.
and how you really, the people I introduce are still here. The talent retention that you have is so important. So
Yeah.
I'd like to, spend some time talking around talent retention.
Sure. Okay. Yeah, that's one of the things that I am most proud about is that we don't have a lot of turnover here at Zwilling. And especially, and this has really nothing to do with your company because it pertains to our retail stores. In
Mm.
retail, you have a lot of turnover all the time. So we have 41 stores, and I'm really proud to say that of our store managers, and we started the retail business 14 years ago,
Yeah.
that 70% of our store managers that started are still with us today.
That's phenomenal.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
amazing. Retail. Yeah.
Yeah, floor staff is a little bit different. A little bit different. That can't be helped. But anyway, so talent retention is extremely important because just like in sales, as you know, it's much easier, or it's much more profitable to keep a customer than to try to generate new
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
customers. Same thing with employees. So I don't think that we have any secret sauce here per se. However, I believe it comes down to culture. And every boss will say that, of course. But I will quantify that by saying we have a very strong by culture.
Okay.
And what I mean by that is we are a foreign affiliated company. We're a Gaishke. So we value, we accept individualism. People that want to be recognized for their achievements. But we're also based in Japan, and over 90% of our employees are Japanese. So we're also a very typical Japanese environment where it's group oriented. There's a mutual collaboration that goes on here. So you really get both the Gaishke, the foreign affiliated company, values, which is an individual, also incentives as well. So every employee here has targets. I have targets, come from my headquarters. Those kind of trickle down to all the staff. And if they exceed their goals, their targets, they get on top of their salaries, they get incentive, they get incentivized for that. That's part of our culture here. As for leadership style, I am extremely hands off because I don't like to be micromanaged. And I can imagine that most people, no matter what the culture is, they don't like to be micromanaged either. So every staff, they have their targets, as I mentioned, but I want them to have a feeling of almost entrepreneurship for their own area, their own responsibilities. For me, my job is to support them and to ensure that they are successful. I like that role. And so I'll often say, I mean, we're just starting the new year. I've had many meetings with many of my staff already. And we've talked about, what they want to do this year, what they want to put focus on. And I make sure to say, hey, well, I can help you in this regard. I can help you in that regard. I have certain strengths and I definitely have certain weaknesses as well. So where I am strong, I want to be able to leverage that to make my team also more successful. In areas where I'm a little bit weaker, then maybe I might rely on them more and ask their opinion or ask somebody else's opinion. So I don't have all the answers and I don't pretend that I do. And I see that transparency, I think, is respected. And I try to create transparency throughout the company. So that's part of our culture. That's something that I guess just comes off the top of my head right now. But I want people to have fun when they work. And I know that's also cliche, but I want the staff here to have a nice work-life balance because I like my private time too. And I got to be honest with you, sometimes I will leave the company on purpose, maybe at 5:30, maybe at 6 o'clock, just to show everybody that, hey,
It's okay.
I'm going home to go do something else. I'm going to go to the gym or I'm going to go out and have dinner or something like that. So I try to, of course, lead by example as you have to as a leader.
Thank you so much for spending time with me, Andrew, and sharing about your company. Thank you for working with us and sharing your insights into retained search. We've enjoyed it working with you and partnering with you now and in the future.
Well, thank you very much, David. Thank you for this opportunity, and thank you for the great talent that you're always bringing my way, and keep it going, buddy.
Thank you.